Bernschneider is a Free Democrat. At 22, he's the youngest member of the German parliament. That sounds good, but in fact, much of what he and his party want to achieve is being ignored by their coalition partners. Lowering taxes, for example. The Chancellor has simply said no, considering the current crisis.
None of us had expected Greece or the European Union to get into so much trouble. For now, that's blocked the projects we Free Democrats want to promote and that we promised our voters.
Bernschneider still supports FDP principles, such as free markets and a leaner state, goals that are simply not high on the political agenda at the moment. Polls show fewer people think the FDP has the answers for pressing problems. Many feel it's out of touch and wonder what it really stands for. They say it's been sluggish in responding to current problems and is failing to adapt.
Just think about their older slogans, such as more take-home pay and fewer deductions. It could be that other things are more important nowadays. You can't just ignore new challenges. You have to face them head-on.
The grassroots of the party now want to do just that. Thomas Rangs in Duisburg, for example, says he still cares about the values of the grand old men and women of the party that he joined 17 years ago.
They stood for serious, responsible foreign and economic policies, for civil rights and freedoms. They stood for responsible and intelligent policy and for honesty. These are things I want to see in my local party.
FDP members in North Rhine-Westphalia are worried about the recent regional election. The party probably won't make it into the next state government. During the campaign, local party activists were on the defensive because the national leadership kept demanding tax cuts and welfare reform.
Members at the local level here are very committed and carried on a great campaign. They worked hard, and now are really disappointed that Berlin didn't give us more support, and our message didn't come across.
And then there's the emotional side. You have to make clear what we want is useful, would actually help people. You can't just list facts or say this or that needs doing. You have to explain to people what's in it for them.
Florian Bernschneider represents Braunschweig in the state of Lower Saxony. He and his colleagues there are keen to launch a wide-ranging policy debate among the membership. Some say the party's crisis has to do with its national leadership.
There's a lot of debate over whether Guido Westerwelle is a good foreign minister. Can he do justice to both roles, party leader and foreign minister? Or should somebody else take over one of them? And who else is there in the FDP apart from Westerwelle?
The FDP needs to hold a party conference when there's no election looming to talk about problems frankly and discuss what it really wants to achieve. And the question will have to be raised whether those in high positions can get their policy points across. I'm sure a lot of criticism would be raised at such discussions.
The Free Democrats in Duisburg expect the coalition in Berlin to remain a problem. If the FDP continues to squabble with its partner, the CDU, and fight over who's the boss, then things will only get worse.
To put it crudely, shut up, have a beer, talk it through. That's all I have to say on the matter. I can't go into the Bundestag and take the lawmakers by the hand and say, now you really have to talk to each other. The ladies and gentlemen in Parliament should be able to do that by themselves.
In Duisburg, they hope to repair the damage and rebuild grassroots faith in their party, one voter at a time, by listening, discussing, and hopefully persuading.